I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up.
What about, what do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? What do you think about that?
Tank is a great fighter.
Okay. Do you think he's a great fighter? But what do you think about them comparing him to you? You're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Gervonta Davis and Mike Tyson just lit up the boxing world with a wild training session. Before Davis's rematch with Lamont Roach, the intense video of Davis working out with the legendary Iron Mike is more than just training, it feels like. A torch is being passed. Fans are calling it one of the most exciting team-ups in combat sports history. Tyson's raw power mixed perfectly with Davis's lightning-fast hands. The gym was buzzing with energy, and the internet can't stop talking about it.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. He's the top dog. There's no doubt about it. He showed that. But Barrios, he's a pretty good fighter. Last time I saw him fight, he was pretty durable.
Gervonta Davis says he has more skills than Mike Tyson, and he's not trying to be disrespectful. He's just being real. Lighter fighters usually have more technical moves than heavyweights. Davis says he's got knockout power like Tyson, but also sharper technique. He's confident in what he brings to the ring and proud of his own kind of greatness.
I think I do have more skills than Mike Tyson. When I say I have more skills than Mike Tyson, guys smarter than at a lower weight class always have more skills. It's no heavyweight ever in life had more skills than smaller guys. So let's just take that out the picture. So when people think that I'm dissing Mike Tyson, I'm not dissing Mike Tyson for sure. It's just facts is facts. You know what I mean? I do feel as though I have more skills than Mike Tyson. I just hold that puncher power just like Mike Tyson did when he was fighting. So, and I'm gonna stand on my words.
After a heated and controversial draw with Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis is ready for a rematch. He feels like the first fight didn't show the best version of him, and now he wants to prove he's still the king of the lightweight division. Davis is locked in, laser-focused, and ready to shut down the critics by taking back his spotlight.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could all please take your seats, we want to welcome on the WBA lightweight champion, Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank, we're going to bring you up to the podium as we welcome you into the media, and you can discuss the fight and give the media some thoughts.
I thank y'all for waiting and things like that. It was a good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either, so I felt like I won it, the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I could get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight, but it's cool.
Okay, questions?
The battle between Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis is more than just fight hype, it's a career-defining moment for both of them. Roach stunned everyone by going the distance and drawing with Davis, something nobody expected. That fight changed how fans see both fighters and gave Roach the game plan he needs to face Davis again, with more confidence this time.
Better. But they've known each other. These two have known each other for a while. Does Lamont Roach just understand a way to beat or frustrate Tank in a way that others don't? You know what I mean? Has he just found it, so to speak? I have a lot I want to find out after that because the first fight was so controversial. I think leaving it up to a draw is fine, whatever, even though under the letter of the law, Tank probably should have lost this fight and probably would have if they counted the knockdown when he took a knee. He blamed it on grease. I assume he won't on his hair. And it could get greasy. Amanda Serrano was like, yo, that's what fucking put me out of a fight in Puerto Rico. And then we were subjected to her beating the shit out of Stevie Morgan not that long later. So that's kind of what it is. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because of the first fight. And I think you have to give Lamont Roach a real shot, even though I still would say Tank figures it out and gets it done and takes it more seriously this time.
Yeah, I think that because they're so familiar with each other, like these guys fought each other when they were kids. And then Lamont Roach comes into the ring and listen, regardless, like Lamont Roach came in there and he was confident. And I don't think a lot of people believe that he was going to be able to get it done against Tank. People thought that Tank was going to knock him out. Here's the thing though, Tank is actually super skilled. Like he doesn't throw a lot. When he does, he's extremely accurate, but he does have skill. And what he does is he reels in his fighters and he ends up landing big shots on them that end up knocking his opponent out.
That first fight snapped Davis's knockout streak, with Roach going all 12 rounds and walking away with a controversial draw. Roach's heart and skill had people questioning if Davis is still as dominant as before. Now fans, experts, and fighters all want a rematch to find out who the real champ is.
Yo, fight fans, did you catch that Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach bout? Talk about controversy. The judges called it a draw. But let's be real, a lot of people think Roach got robbed. Both fighters brought their A-game, showing off some serious skills in the ring. Didn't swing it toward Roach. I don't know about that, but either way, now everyone's buzzing about an upcoming rematch. I mean, Roach was on fire, landing clean shots and outworking Tank in several rounds. Who wouldn't want to see these two go at it again? What's your take? Did Roach deserve the W, or was the draw fair? Drop your thoughts below and let's break down this fight. But Tank had his moments too, showcasing that explosive power we all know. But Tank going on one knee or being wobbled.
Lamont Roach has never been this big of a fighter before. Could be reaping the benefits of just enjoying his
Lamont is signed and ready to go for the rematch, correct?
Yeah, we signed still in the list.
status of having that draw with Tank, while Tank is the one with the eye of the tiger. Y'all, Tank plays so many head games, it's not even fun. Let me tell you something, bro. Tank is probably in the gym training. Everyone knows Lamont Roach now. So he his ass off. And then sign the contract, like, all right, we got to fight win. June, oh shit, let's hurry up and dash your ass. Sugar Ray Leonard did that to Roberto Duran. Duran was told that he had a fight in a couple weeks. And he was like, dude, I'm 190 pounds. And
the controversy has intensified interest in the rematch, making
Panama, which is why Roberto Duran was out of shape in the No Mas fight and was like, no mas. So Tank could be over.
one of the most awaited events in the boxing community.
Where they're working. Sign the contract in 3 weeks. And all of a sudden, Lamont Roach got to put a training camp together.
All the drama has turned this rematch into one of the hottest fights in boxing for Roach. This isn't just another match, it's a once-in-a-lifetime shot. He's training like everything's on the line and talking with real fire. A win over. Tank Davis wouldn't just silence the doubters that would launch Roach into superstardom.
So the Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach rematch is being targeted for June 21st in Las Vegas. Now, it's good that they're running it back without wasting any time because Roach absolutely deserves a rematch. I mean, I thought he outboxed Tank the last time around. He came up a division as a gigantic 10-1 underdog, and he was the one on the front foot, landing his jab, the body shots, the combinations, throwing a lot more volume. I had it 7-5 Roach, and the no knockdown in round 9 was the reason it was a draw. If that knockdown was scored, that would have been a decision for Roach. But with all that being said, I do like Tank a lot more in the rematch. I thought he fought way too much on the back foot in the first fight, especially the first few rounds. He would land 1 or 2 punches per round. But as he started becoming the aggressor in the later rounds, he kept landing a lot more left hands and body shots. So Tank just needs to make this a dogfight, get into more exchanges, and that's where he'll land a lot more punches on Roach. When he's sitting on the back foot waiting for a counter, that's where Roach is comfortable and winning most of the rounds. So if Tank can fight the same way he did against Ryan Garcia, rounds 3 to 7, against Mario Barrios in the later rounds, or Frank Martin rounds 4 to 8, if he's the one on the front foot, then I do think he'll stop Roach in the rematch.
Mike Tyson has nothing but praise for Gervonta Davis, saying he's got the skills to become a legend if he stays focused and makes smart moves. Tyson's advice shows he's stepping into a mentor role, warning Davis about the mistakes that can ruin even the most gifted fighters.
Lamont Roach definitely earned my respect tonight. Definitely one of the first fighters to put Tank to the test. Just matching fire with fire. That was a good fight. For me, I need to see a rematch ASAP. But yeah, Tank definitely took the knee 100%. I see Roach winning that 7-5 personally. But boxing is business, so they were never going to let him have that win. Roach's timing was on point though. No easy knockouts tonight. The sharp counters, very good fighter, very good fighter. Let me know what you guys think, if that robbery was fair or not. Leave it in the comment.
With the big rematch set for August 2025 in Las Vegas, Davis has kicked off his training camp. Their last fight had fans buzzing over a controversial moment in round 9 that many thought should have been a knockdown. This time, Davis is going all in, training harder than ever to leave no doubt and prove he's the real champ with a clear, crushing win.
I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person. So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like...
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge.
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like the whole package.
Lightweight champ Devin Haney has spoken up about the Davis versus Roach fight, saying he thought Roach actually won. That bold opinion has added more heat to the ongoing debate and shows how much respect Roach is getting from top-tier fighters in the game. Shocker Stevenson also gave Roach major props, calling him a hell of a fighter. He said Davis better step up big time for the rematch. Stevenson pointed out Roach's sharp timing, slick defense, and big heart traits that make him super dangerous. This rematch is shaping up to be an all-out war.
On his fight against Lamont Roach, and what are your thoughts on the knockdown that wasn't called in round 9?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good fight overall. Lamont, I always knew Lamont was, he wasn't coming to lay down. I've been knowing Lamont since we was kids. So we came up in amateurs together. So I knew Lamont was serious. He was coming in there to fight. But he did a lot better than I thought he would, and I thought he won the fight personally. Yeah, the no knockdown, that was like unheard of. It was the first time I've ever seen it with my own 2 eyes, and yeah.
Yeah, you were, you've made some comments. I wanted to see the backflip, and I'm surprised Tank didn't say nothing back to you about that.
Hey, I was just speaking my opinion on it.
Lamont Roach Sr., who's both father and trainer, revealed that even Davis saw his son as a real threat. He says Davis wasn't scared, but definitely cautious still. Boxing politics and big promoters pushed for the match, and now it's become one of the sport's hottest rivalries.
In process, I think I stopped looking for credit, because at the end of the day, once you get the credit, something else happened, they gonna move on anyway. So the credit really doesn't matter. It just matters how I feel, what I feel after the fight. After I go fight with him, if I perform at the highest level of my expectations, I'm cool with that.
I think
they announced it today.
So what do you think, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamont Roach, giving him a tough fight? What do you think?
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the first fight? 154 and fight.
Y'all asked 2 questions at the same time. I ain't hear shit y'all just asked.
Do you really want to move up to 154 after this fight, a kind of thing?
Yo, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching it. I'm stretching 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147 me and Conor could get it in.
You call it Johnny Boy Boxing and fight height. If you beat Zepeda, do you feel that that's the toughest test of your career? And they'll give you the credit if you win?
No. Who knows? It's a never.
Fans love to compare Davis and Tyson because of their knockout power and wild backstories. But Tyson himself shuts that down. He says a boxer's style is what matters, not their past. Some say this Davis versus Roach fight feels like Tyson versus Holyfield, a feared favorite facing off against a smart, skilled underdog.
Just being around each other, sharing a ring with each other, fighting each other, fighting some of the same competition over the years, witnessing each other, in camp. So knowing the coaches, they knowing us, it's both ways. It ain't just our way, coming from both sides. So, but no, was I shocked? No. I think Tank tried to tell y'all. Calvin tried to tell y'all, Burry tried to tell y'all, but they didn't want to hear it. They just so stuck on trying to force Tank to fight who they want him to fight. And it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just was made for a great fight. So people need to just sit back and get ready for part 2.
It's gonna be epic, man. I can't wait for part 2, man. Do you got anything to say to the fans, about part 2, about anything that you got going on coming up, social media, anything?
No, I just say get ready, man. Put your seatbelts on, and when that thing happen, man, make sure y'all support. Come to the fight, buy the fight, and be the biggest fan, cheering whoever you cheering for, no matter. But you're gonna see another great performance by the Reaper, man. The Reaper ain't playing. He got a big bag, like you said, big 2 bag.
What do you think the difference would be, though?
You gonna see the difference. I mean, I believe we want to fight. Nobody can tell us different. The majority of the world believe we want to fight. So you're gonna see. Both of them gonna raise their level. Both of them. So yeah, they're gonna make for a greater fight. But
no way, neither of them are gonna knock each other out. It's gonna go the distance.
It's boxing, man. I ain't got no crystal ball in front of me. So we just gonna.
Davis hasn't held back when it comes to Tyson fighting Jake Paul. He thinks it's a bad move that hurts Tyson's legacy. Davis says legends should protect their name, not risk it in flashy exhibition fights that don't mean anything to real boxing fans.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So many people are predicting that history is repeating itself. History is repeating itself, right? We had a similar situation where we had 2 guys face off against one another. One guy was a massive favorite, had taken a loss, and was seen to be too small, right? And I'm talking about Evander Holyfield versus Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield was a major fight. But Iron Mike Tyson was viewed as a destroyer, okay? He was the baddest man on the planet. He was indestructible. The fact that he lost to James Buster Douglas was an anomaly because Mike Tyson wasn't focused and he overlooked.
So, what do you think about Gervonta Davis teaming up with Mike Tyson for this crazy intense training? Could it be the secret weapon Davis needs to dominate the rematch? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you.